We have set ourselves the question of answering it from the EU's point of view. I went to the meeting with the Brexit Select Committee to meet Monsieur Barnier last week, and it was quite clear that his concern was maintaining the integrity of the single market. And if we can provide a border that is as good as the existing EU borders, then that answers that question to a reasonable person test. And that is what is, I think, new about this paper. On the other subject, dare I say, listen very carefully, I will say this only once, because otherwise we'll get terribly bogged down, and today is about the Irish issue. I have long said and repeated again and again that I think the policy needs to be changed, but I'm supporting the person. Theresa May has enormous virtues. She is a fantastically dutiful Prime Minister, and she has my support. I just want her to change one item of policy. And on that happy note, we'll go to the Sun.
And that is, I have made very plain from when I resigned and thereafter that I think we've got a very good Prime Minister. And like Jacob, I disagree with her on one issue. It's this issue. And she should stay in place because we need stability and we need decent government through the back, as the backdrop to what we're doing in the coming 6 months.
Theresa, do you want to? We're saying this is the problem you have outlined as the EU, and this is how it can be solved from your point of view. So we've turned the question round. Mostly people have been saying, what would the UK like? And we're not doing that. This isn't a wish list.
The sticking point has been the EU anxiety about potentially non-compliant goods entering their jurisdiction without complying with single market rules. This paper sets out how we can maintain a border which is as free-flowing as it is today while still maintaining the integrity of the single market.
The first point to make is there is a border today. There is a VAT and tax border. There is an excise duty border. There is a currency border. And very importantly, there is a security border. And that is all handled with current administrative and technical tools without any major problems of implementation. Because we believe there is absolutely no need for any new physical infrastructure of the border, and it can be handled by current means. What we're proving here is that you can have a managed border, as we have now. It's managed on VAT, it's managed on tax, it's managed on currency stuff, it's managed very much on security with existing techniques and administrative measures. So we're saying this is not intractable. You absolutely do not need to have, quote, a hard border. You do not need new infrastructure. You just use imagination using existing techniques and administrative measures. And we're trying to open the Commission's eyes. We very much respect that they want to keep the integrity of their market and their customs unit. That's absolutely fine. We will help them do it if they will read this paper carefully. And I'm very happy to go to talk to Mr. Barnier about it.
Okay. Channel 5, please.
It has been suggested that in some way Brexit is a threat to the Belfast Agreement and might somehow cause a reversion to violence. I think both those propositions are completely wrong. Completely wrong. The basic principle in the Good Friday Agreement is the principle of consent. In dealing with political issues and the political future of Northern Ireland, it's a question of consent. And here we have Brussels and Barnier suggesting that Northern Ireland should no longer be part of the United Kingdom for the purposes of trade. Now, that is contrary to the agreement. It is a breach of the agreement. If anything is going to likely to lead to instability, this is it.